I went to the Shell shop at the airport and I'm buying something. And while I'm there, I see that this woman walks in with a very cute little girl. Maybe 4 years, 5 years, very cute little girl. And I noticed that the girl was looking at me everywhere I go. This girl was staring at me. I was surprised, So all of a sudden, the girl was pulling the mother's dress. Mommy. So the mother turned and said, what? This cute little girl looked at me and said, Mommy, the joker. It was not a good experience. You see, because I think I'm a very serious man. And I don't like 5-year-olds calling me a joker in public. And I thought the mother was going to scold her, like, hey, don't call him a joker. That is Grandpa KSM. The mother didn't do that. She got up and looked at me. Oh, KSM. It's you. I like your show, so you can fool. Tell a grown-up like me I can fool. And Pastor, she thought it was a compliment. Because after that, she says, God has blessed you. I have a passion for entertainment. I like to laugh at people and make people laugh. It's my passion. So that even when a 5-year-old calls me a joker in public, I don't get upset too much. Today, I'm talking to you about a very simple thing, and I call it change the memo. I turned 58 a few months ago. Yeah, I still got swag, huh? Show some love, man. Show some love. Yes, I'm 58 and I've been through so many things. And when I see young ones like you, I like to share some of the experiences with you so that you can become better people. You guys are very, very lucky. I call you a blessed generation. Yes, you guys are so blessed. And the thing is this, sometimes when you are born into blessing, you don't recognize it because it becomes normal. It's like something you see every day, so it's no big deal. Yeah, like the smartphone that you guys have. When I was born, there was nothing called a smartphone. Even growing up, I didn't see a smartphone. Let me tell you a little story to show you how blessed you are. Then I'll continue. I remember when I went to secondary school. It was in Kumasi. And when you get to Kumasi, you're supposed to let your parents know that you have arrived. I have to write a letter. I want you to listen to this very carefully. I've got to Kumasi. My parents are in Accra. First, I need to get a pen. I need to get a writing pad. I need to sit down. And I need to write, Dear Father and Mother, I want you to know that I've arrived safely in Kumasi, da. After that, I tear the letter. I put it in an envelope. I go to the post office. I buy a stamp. I put the stamp on it. I seal the envelope. I post it. And then I wait for the letter to go from Kumasi to Accra. To take about 5 days or maybe 1 week. Yes, to get to Accra. And then my father also see the letter after 1 week and say, hey, you call my mommy. Hey, Afia, after 1 week. Then he too write to me and say, oh, I'm glad you are in school, study very hard, blah, 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 blah. And post it back to me. And that would take another 1 week or so for me to get the letter. So listen to this. From the point of me getting to Kumasi and writing to him, and hearing back from him, it took at least 14 days. That was my time. 14 days. That was my time. In your time, not only Kumasi, you can go to Albuquerque or Afghanistan. Wherever in this world, all it takes is you take up your smartphone. Dad, I'm in Afghanistan. 1 second, your dad has it. So this is the example I gave for you to understand how blessed you are. What took me 14 days takes you 1 second. Do you get it? Do you see the blessing? But you don't notice it because it's there, it's a smartphone. It's not a yam. It's a smartphone. So you don't even realize that the tool, that little thing that you have in your hand, is such an amazing blessing. But I know, because I didn't see it when I was growing up. And what took me 14 days takes you 1 second. Do you know what that means? It means you are so empowered. Have you ever heard the saying that to whom much is given, much is expected? So if you are now in the world that you can do something in 1 second, that 20 years ago it took 14 days, it means you are so blessed. So I don't feel sorry for the youth at all. I envy you. Oh, I envy you people. I remember when I was in the university and I was writing my thesis, I had to travel across libraries. Go to this library, go here. It took so many months to get one apple. You don't have to travel to any library. You have that snap form and Google. And the information is in your hands. And you want me to feel sorry for you? What are you talking about? You Google. And the information is in your hands. So I want you to understand that you are a blessed generation. You have things available to you that are amazing, that you can take advantage of and do amazing things. But all of them boils down to nothing if you do not change your mindset and take advantage of these things that you have. All of them will be nothing. Nothing. Absolutely zilch. And you cannot change your mindset unless you change the memo. KSM, what memo should we change? I'll tell you. The memo that you need to change is the way you have been thinking. Change the memo. We gave you that memo. We of the old generation. That's the legacy that we have left you. That is the legacy that we have left you. But I'm telling you that memo failed us. That memo, the formula that we were using, failed us. But that is the formula that we have left to you. So if you use the same formula, what will happen? The method we used failed. And I have to be very frank with you. So when I say change the memo, I want you at this age to start thinking about doing things differently. Doing things with more dynamism. You know what they call Ghana time? Always late. That's a memo we have left you. So it's a normal part of our life, It's a memo. Now when I say Ghana time. And beautiful little young girls and young men like you are growing up with a memo. That time in here, you will fail. Listen to this. The responsibility of every generation is that when they inherit something, they are going to improve on what they inherit. They are going to make it better. And they will leave that for the next generation to come and inherit. You see? Yes. They also improve it and leave it for the next generation. The other one comes, they also improve it. So you realize that it's a history of improvement. Everybody comes and they add to it so that the generation that's coming gets something much better. That is called development. Unfortunately, because we don't respect time, because we don't respect things that move us forward, when the generation comes and they inherit something, they destroy it. And they leave the destroyed legacy for the next generation to inherit. And today to come and inherit something that destroyed, but that's all they know. They destroy it further, leave it to the next generation. And so, as the years go by, things are not improving. They're getting worse. Okay? And the scary thing is that to you is normal. You see? So that we have a generation of you growing up accepting mediocrity as normal. Because that's the legacy we have left you. You see? So people are mediocre. You know what mediocrity is? Below average. But they don't know. Why? Because in their minds, it's normal. So can you imagine a whole generation growing up with mediocrity as the normal thing? So change the memo, please.